Welcome to Mr. Nussbaum's Map Maker. This is a really useful program in which you can turn black and white maps into very colorful renderings. The first thing you need to do is choose a map that you want to use. You see there's a lot of options from the continents to a couple historical maps like the 13 colonies, all of the states, United States regions like the Midwest, New England, southern states, and at the bottom there are about a dozen different countries you can choose. Let's go with one of the states. Let's go with my home state of Virginia. So I click Virginia, and you see my map here. Now I can do a lot of really neat things with this. Watch, I can fill in the different states with different colors by using this fill tool. So I click here. Let's say I want to make Virginia orange. It's as simple as that. Now West Virginia, I want to contrast with Virginia. Let's make that green. In Maryland, here to the northeast mostly of Virginia, let's make yellow. And don't forget the eastern shore of Virginia, which is orange. And of course we want to make our water blue. This represents the Atlantic Ocean and Chesapeake Bay. And we also have the District of Columbia, small, make that bright red. Okay, so now let's say I want to add text to the map. So I'm going to click the pencil tool. I'm going to want to label the state. So Virginia, and I can change the font to all these different kinds of fonts. I can change the size, and I can change the color. I'll leave it on Tahoma for now. I'm going to boldface it, click OK, and Virginia momentarily here should appear in the map. There it is. Now I can click on this and move it anywhere I want. In addition, I can twirl it around however I want as well. Just keep it right here. Other things I can do is I can use this paintbrush tool to make my own lines here. Let's say I want to keep them black lines, but this represents the thickness of the lines, so I don't want them to be too thick. Let's scroll all the way down to 2. Let's do 3 actually. And this is good for doing things like rivers. Let's say I want to make the James River, and let's make it actually blue. And so the James River follows roughly this kind of path. So I've made the James River now. There's also a straight line tool which enables you to make straight lines and fill those in if you make shapes out of them. Let's see, for example, just for kicks, let's make something up here. And then once I've closed all the space, I can fill it in with whatever color I want. Okay. This dot here can be used to indicate cities or landmarks. So I can just move this. Let's say I believe that Williamsburg, Virginia is somewhere over here. So put one there, and I believe that, let's say, this represents Arlington, Virginia right here. So I can make as many cities as I want. So next, these are just stamps that you can put in the water. For example, a sailboat. I can just move that to the water. And you see, I can make them bigger, or I can make them smaller. This tool right here is to indicate mountain range. So I know that the Appalachian Mountains exist in western Virginia, so I'm going to click one here. I can make these bigger or smaller too. I'm going to make a couple mountains. Just 2 for now. And then I'm going to indicate that these are the Appalachian Mountains. So let's use a different font. Let's use Century Gothic. Let's make it 16, and let's make the color red. I'm going to type in Appalachian Mountains. Click OK. And sometimes it takes a couple minutes for it to show up. There it is. I click on it. I'm going to curve this a little bit. Let's move Virginia out of the way a little bit. And I curve this to represent exactly where the Appalachian Mountains are. Okay. So, what else can I do with MapMaker? Okay, I can put I can use the star to indicate capital cities. I can do a lot of other things. I can add a map key right here. And each of these symbols, I can type in what each symbol stands for. I can say capital city. I can say this just stands for a city. This stands for mountains. And I can make a custom key. And I can say that this little thing I'm drawing stands for a river. And then I click OK. And I have a key which I can move around anywhere on the stage. Finally, you can save this map right to your computer by clicking on this disk, or you can print this map, and they print in beautiful colors by just clicking on the printer icon. If I want to start over, I click on this earth, and that'll take me back to where all the maps are. This is just a basic introduction to MapMaker.